Hello, so I bought another car. I couldn't resist this one, it was cheap as chips. The car that I've had before, well, I haven't owned this car, but it's a car that I've owned in the past. This time it's a petrol one. This is a 2003 Mk4 Golf 2 litre GTi, which was the worst engine that Volkswagen ever made in a GTi. 115 horsepower, not particularly quick. So I got the car recovered back up here because it was basically cheaper to get it recovered than what it was to actually drive the thing back. So I'll give you a little bit of a look around the outside of the car. It's not perfect. Bodywork's pretty decent. Need to get rid of a few of the tacky little items on it. But once they're gone, hopefully put it back to standard. So, as I said before, it's 2003 Mk4 Golf in silver, 2 litre GTI with lowish miles, 96,000 miles it's got on it. 96,000 miles, which for the year is pretty decent. Bodywork, like I said, decent. There's very little in the way of history. I'm not going to spend a fortune on this. I'm not going to go mad on it. I basically bought this just to do a couple of little bits and pieces and then sell it on. So, not too bothered about the history. It was cheap as chips, this car. I'm just going to kind of flip it, stick a few little bits on just to get it a bit more sellable. But I paid 180 quid for the car, which for the size of the car it's pretty decent. But it does have its known issues. These are the issues that I know about up to now. It has got a slight starting issue. It'll take a little while to start. Usually about 3 or 4 turns of the engine, and it'll eventually kick into life. It hasn't let us down yet. The previous owner said it needs a passenger side lower wishbone, bottom arm. I haven't even had a look yet, but they're relatively cheap for these. The exhaust's blown very slightly, so I'm hoping that can just be patched up. Having a look under the bonnet, the auxiliary belt is absolutely desperate to be changed because it's all cracked. I would assume the cam belt's probably pretty similar, but I'm not doing the cam belt on this, not for what the car owes us and not for what I'll potentially get back. I'll stick an auxiliary belt on it because it's a tenner. Needs a bloody good clean because it's absolutely disgusting in here. I'll show you around it, around the interior in a bit, but honestly I don't know how people let the cars get like this. I really don't. It needs two new front tyres because the 2 front tyres are shot. I think what I might do with this one, depending on what because it's got 17-inch wheels on, I might sell the wheels that are on it and try and find some standard 15-inch or 16-inch Golf wheels with some half decent tyres on them. So it just needs a couple of little bits done. The starting issue I think is a crankshaft sensor. That's what I'm aiming at with that one, which is 20 quid. Wishbone's 20 quid. Exhaust's a tenner to fix. Aux belt's a tenner. Probably needs about another 100 quid spent on a few bits and pieces. It needs a new gear stick and gator. Needs a new gearbox, new, what do you call it, glove box, because that's shagged. But all in all, for 180 quid, it's quite a lot of car. So, budget for this one is 200 quid. I'm going to spend no more than £200 on repairs. Hopefully that'll get it to a point where it's actually ready to sell. I'd like to think so anyway. I'm not spending any more than that. So I mean 180 quid on the car, 200 quid on bits and pieces to get it fixed up. I should be able to return between 600 and 800 quid on the car pretty easily. It's had 6 owners. I've just seen the logbook there. I'm the 6th owner, which isn't bad for a Mk4 Golf. They're usually being passed around quite a lot, these cars. So yeah, going to tidy the thing up, get it nice and clean. Hopefully I'll be able to find a buyer for it in the next. I'm not going to be in a particular rush to do this. I'll go on holiday in a couple of weeks, so this is just something to play around with. The Clio's still in the garage behind us. That needs the new gearbox fitted. There'll be another video coming out about the progress I'm making on the Clio. But I want this as just a little side series of what I'm doing on it. So yeah, hopefully I'll have you lot along for the journey, and we'll see how we get on. Ta-ra.